is getting things put in our body. I have to just show things on the screen. I can't say words on here that are going to get, it's very highly censored, but are putting things in our body actually doing us good or not? I'm going to address this question today from a high level. I channeled, my guides want me to respond to this, and they answered this question, and I'll be doing some live channeling today as well. But this person left a comment on one of the e-file, e-list videos I've made where I've channeled higher level perspective on this. You can click on the question to go see the full question in the video. This person says, well, I absolutely agree with you, what you are saying. I absolutely agree with what you're saying. I do question I can't say it, this issue. As a clear example, smallpox killed hundreds of millions of people, mostly from smallpox in the 20th century alone. And then she goes on to say something like, until we were given things to eradicate it and put into our bodies, it was just killing rampant amounts of people. And well, we can't just blindly move forward and do that to ourselves. We should be using science in a nutshell. I'm just recapping since I can't see it here. Here's what my guys want me to respond to from a high level perspective. Literally the first thing they're saying right now is, how do you know that happened? Not that my human's not saying it didn't happen. My human's not saying it did happen. They want you to come up to a 20,000 foot view. How do you know that happened? What we were told was happening in 2020 and beyond, now people who believed what the narrative was are now realizing that it wasn't true. Hindsight's 2020, my guides are saying. How do you know? We don't know. Unless you physically saw something happen, you do not know that it happened. How do you know this happened? Was it from ancestral tribal stories passed down that are pretty reliable? Is it from the history books? His story? Is it from the education system that tells us what they want us to believe? How do you know? They're saying right now there's something called the Taigalian, I think it's called the Taigalian dialect. They create, the powers that were have something they want the collective humanity to do. Okay, they already have what they want them to do in mind, so they create a problem to cause mass hysteria, and then all of a sudden they have a solution, and that solution is gobbled up and eaten up by everyone who's not making decisions based on their inner authority. They're based on what external conditioning has told them to do, which is to listen to anyone outside of themselves, and then they gobble up the solution. We saw that with 9/11. My guides are saying, I hope this video makes it out. So with 9/11, go do your deep dive research. It's pretty common public knowledge now about what was going on in the days and weeks and months leading up to that. We saw it with 2020, 2021, 2022. We have lived through the proof that this is what the powers that were do. They already know what they want the collective to do. So they create a problem, magically have a solution, and we gobble up whatever the solution is. So if we're referring to something that we were taught in a history book, how do you know that it happened? Okay. The second thing that they want us to know is any decisions that you make about what you put in your mind and your body should come from your higher wisdom. It should never, ever, ever, ever come from anything outside of yourself, period. It shouldn't come from the medical system. It shouldn't come from the education system. It shouldn't come from the political system, and it shouldn't come from the banking or finance system or the media or the government or Hollywood. Okay? Now, you might hear a suggestion or recommendation for something. Take it inward, confirm, and verify, is this for me? Your higher self will give you the answer. The answer will be calm and steady and quiet. It will never be a sense of urgency. It will never be a panicky, anxious feeling. That will be from the Matrix program, okay? That is not going to be from your higher wisdom truth. So if you feel that getting something put into your body is in your best interest, it should never, ever be because someone else told you to do it. It should always be because you've checked inwards with your inward, authority, okay? Your higher self is always aligning you to your highest path. Now, they're reminding me of this right now. Many people are guided to get, just as an example, many people are being guided to do this to themselves or their children. I'll give you an example. I have many clients who have children who are on the spectrum. And I see a lot of people dropping comments on videos about how 3D things, physical things that are put into the body, food and otherwise, are causing the symptoms of this, I'm being very careful about how I word things on here. Come into the New Earth Collective if you want uncensored information on this, okay? I drop big channeled readings in there. I live channel for people as well as stuff. I'd be very, very careful for these social media channels. People who are on the spectrum may have resulted from something 3D, but their souls chose this. And I do many videos on this, so go search Crystal Claire Autism, Crystal Claire Spectrum. I have playlists on this. So that would be an example of how maybe they were guided, parents were guided, right, to do something, put something in the body, and it is from a higher design perspective, because people on the spectrum, for instance, are here to hold more light. They are, the higher you are in the spectrum, the less able to be manipulated you are, and that's by design. They're here to show us what's not working by rejecting the things that are no longer serving us. They are our leaders. They are our guides. Okay, I've been channeling this for years. If you want to understand further, go check out the podcast, the telepathy tapes. You'll be greatly enlightened. So going back to your inner authority, number one, again, in answer to this, number one, were you actually there? How do you know? How do you know? If you didn't physically see it, if your higher self didn't show you, how do you know? Because my guy just said 99% of what we've been told is not true. They will inject a truth with many lies. It's called the law of disclosure. They have to do it. So unless you were there, how do you know? And number two, no matter what you do, no matter how you live your life, no matter what decisions you make, your inner authority is going to guide you. So if you are getting the idea from an external person, program, idea, a system, then you've got to take it inward and you have to say, is this what I meant to do? And you might be guided to do something that isn't even about the thing that you're doing, but it's going to take you on a path that you're meant to go down. Maybe you are being asked to go to the doctor, to talk to the doctor about whatever it is, to maybe do this. And maybe you have an interaction with someone there that not only changes your mind about it, but you create a relationship, or you're able to share with them something that changes their life, or vice versa. When we're being guided to do something, it's usually not because of why we think we're being guided to do it. It's because of all of the outcomes that could happen from us saying yes to what we're being nudged to do. I hope this helps. Drop your questions and comments, and I'll see you in the next video.